What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Godlike Statues, episode 70. TGIF and this Godlike Friday. Great to see everybody here. Welcome, everybody. It has been a very tiring work week. That's the best way I can describe it, is I've been on the road all week long. Good thing I have my buddy Matt to talk to all week. And then, of course, Mr. Alan, I was probably tired of hearing my voice. I must have called him about 4 or 5 times this week just to touch base with both of them and just talk about what we love and the community. There's a lot of news that happened this week, and I think somebody called it last week. I'm not sure who it was, but someone said something special is coming very soon, and sure enough, it happened. So we'll talk more about that during the show. A lot of good things happening this week in the community. A lot of great pieces were launched, so it's great to see everybody here. Marcos, I know you're exhausted, but it's great to see you on, man. How are you?
I'm glad to be here as always. I went 12 rounds with Mike Tyson today. Everything that could have gone wrong went wrong at work, so that's always a good day. Got through it, so that's a good thing. No mistakes. So lucky to be here. I have been not really into the whole weekly of everything, so I'm gonna be kind of learning on stuff what's came out. I know Alien piece came out and a couple other pieces, but other than that, I'm kind of not zoned in. So glad to see what came out and talk about it this week.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of stuff happening this week, and believe it or not, I was staying on top of it best I could because it's something that I do when I get home for a little bit. I try to recap things and get ready for our show this today. So there's a lot to talk about. So, Freddie, great to see you, man. Well, actually, great to hear you. I know you're having some PC issues, but thanks for getting on. Great to see you.
Happy to be here. Can't see me, but you can hear me. So
yeah.
As long as my spirit is here.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for being here. And Brian, how's it going, man? I know you've had a really easy work week.
Absolutely not. I had Monday off too, and this was the longest, shortest work week I think I've ever had. So, yeah, it was just craziness. I mean, up until just the last second on a Friday, just trying to work through issues. So, I'm glad the work week's over. I'm glad to be here with you guys, and I have a feeling that, based on what you were saying backstage, that I'm going to be in for spending some money tonight because I've been a little out of it for the past week. So I'm excited to see all the things that you know about that I don't know about tonight.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. There's some pretty cool pieces. Every time I see some of these, I'm like, man, this is a Brian piece. So I know he's probably going to be picking this one up. So it's going to be great to talk about. And of course, Mr. Matt Martin, our newest panel member. Great to see you. Welcome, sir. How are you?
I agree with Brian. It's been a short but long work week for me, and it's like today never ended. It went in slow motion, but like I said, behind the scenes, I was just like, get to the show, so I can have some fun. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
and
absolutely.
Stuff like that. But
yeah, man, we've been talking all week about on the road about shipping prices, about new releases, about stuff coming out, about some of your orders that I'm super excited for you. We're going to be talking about this evening because you got some pretty incredible pieces coming out.
I got 3 coming up. And we'll talk about them, and things like that. But this is the best way to end a Friday. Put it that way.
Absolutely. The hard work is paying off, my friend. Great to see you. Thanks for being here. And of course, the man who has gone through time to save us all, Mr. Alan Kiefer, good evening, sir. How are you? The machine.
Doing well. Thanks for having me as always.
Yes, sir.
It's been a long. It's just been a long week. I'm glad it's over. That's all I got to say.
Yes, absolutely. I'm glad it's over. But Alan, I was worried you're getting tired of hearing my voice because I was calling you every day, whatever. So just.
No, it's fine.
Talking about the community and everything else.
It's always good to talk.
Yeah, absolutely. Great to see you. And our special guest this evening, I was driving to work this morning, and I was I had messaged Lane, and we were kind of talking about like what's coming up. And, are you considering this piece? And he mentioned to me, man, look, I am, but I got Hardy Who Laughs. It's about to ship pretty soon, so I'll be getting that. But Mr. Kramer, it's not the same without you, sir. Good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Oh, it's great to be with all you guys. All I'm going to say is to like Brian and Matt, at least you guys only had to work 4 days. I worked on Monday, so I worked every day this week. So unfortunately, I know what you guys mean +1. And I'm trying to I had to get ready for next week because a whole bunch of big executives are coming to visit for my company from out of state. So it's going to be one of those weeks next week. So I'm going to try and enjoy tonight and discussing stuff that hopefully I will not, because of Jimmy and Freddie and Marcos and Mr. Allen. And I'm sure you guys might do some excitement too, that I'm going to be doing the, what have you got in the bag? No, the worst thing. What do you have in the checkout bin?
No, it won't be that tonight. I feel like we have so many pieces coming in, but I'm gonna turn it over to the community here shortly, and we're gonna talk a little bit about what's new and what pieces we have. Because Matt's got some. He was telling me this week what he has, and I was just blown away because he's already got some incredible pieces, but this is going to add to his collection, which I cannot wait to talk about. But let me address the chat. We have everybody still coming in. My main man, Alec, great to see you. Battle Cat, great to see you. What a great dude. Dinesh, great to see you. And the Master Chef has arrived. Mr. Nice Guy, I've got one of your picks on deck. Great to see you, sir. Alan doing double duties. Jojo, great to see you, man. Thank you for being here. Tony, how you doing, man? Great to see you. Thanks for being here. And then my man Rick, thank you for stopping in. We really appreciate you. Also, Cutie Patootie, great to see you. Thanks for being here. And then also Ross, great to see you. Hello, Jimmy and Sydney. Sydney family, thank you for being here, and thank you for the kind words, sir. Ross, you're a big supporter of what we do, so just know that I really appreciate you and your family watching. I'm working really hard to bring the best content possible, and you will see more of it coming up very, very soon. So thank you for being here, sir. Great to see you. And then my man, Knight. This guy comments almost on every video we have on YouTube. So thank you very much. Great to see you, man. Thank you for being here. I also want to thank the 97 subscribers we had this week. My goodness, thank you so very much for joining us and subscribing to Godlike Statues. I'm working very hard on new things, and I look forward to bringing you the best content possible. Thank you all for being here. Mr. Matt Martin, can you enlighten us, sir? What do you have coming in? Because you told me, so I know, but can you share that with all of us?
So I got the shipping notification for Batman Tactical Throne Ultimate Edition, and shipping on that bad boy is economy $876. So yeah, do the final payment on that. So then after that, it's Killer Croc versus Batman.
Nice.
So, which I'm excited about. I'd say I'm most excited about the Tactical Throne because, it's just been so long. But then I ordered this week, I talked to Jimmy and I was like, look, I got to have that Predator. So I called, I checked Prime 1 and they have it, but the shipping, because, it's 3 boxes, shipping was like, I want to say like 900 and something. So I called, messaged Joshua at Comic Concepts.
Comic Concepts, right?
He was like, yeah, I can get it, no problem. And his shipping's like $400. So yeah, I'm like, yeah, that's the way to go. Yeah, that's the way to go.
Yeah.
That'll probably be the last out of all of them, but I got the Tactical Throne, Batman versus Killer Croc, then the Predator. And then on top of that, and not to ruin another subject, but I ordered the dog alien. So it's like, it's been a week, you know what I'm saying? It's been a week.
Yeah. It's like last month, I think I ordered 4 statues. So we're going to talk a little bit about dog alien tonight because I knew it was coming. I didn't know exactly when, but I knew it's overdue. And Matt, you messaged on Sunday evening, I think, or Monday evening.
I said, well, should I message? He was like, well, you were like, it can't hurt. I mean, all they can do is not answer the thing or whatever, And then literally, like, I woke up the next morning and it was a message saying, you're welcome. And then it previewed the dog alien, and I was like, oh crap,
Wow.
you know what I'm saying? Here we go,
That's awesome.
Either that's perfect timing or, I would just, they probably had it in the books. So it's just perfect timing to mess it up.
Well, I'll take it anyway we can get it.
Yeah.
So I know myself, Alan, Matt, I know we did a little bit of investigating to see what are the best options, but mine was a gift, so I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I think we're all doing Prime One Direct, so I didn't really have a choice. Prime One Direct, so that's coming. And I think let me bring this up real quick so you can kind of get an idea of. Here we go. Let me see. Oops.
Congrats to you all getting that alien. And Matt, congrats on the onslaught of statues you got coming in.
Oh yeah,
Matt, you said 400 at Comic Concepts, right, for shipping on President?
Yeah.
Dude, what deal did Joshua make with the cartel to get the shipping prices so damn low at this pieces? My gosh, dude.
Yeah,
I know.
Dude.
The shipping price that he has on some of these are pretty low. This is Prime One shipping for me. This is what the options that I had that was brought to my attention. So standard shipping was this is for Dog Alien. I'm sorry. This was the 1100 standard shipping, or economy was $379. It was pretty much the same as Comic Concept, I think.
Yeah.
And with the price and how the shipping worked, if there was a difference, it was pretty minimal. But I would prefer to order it, from Joshua if I can. But this, like I said, I didn't have any. This was a gift for me. So
I don't think he's going to do better. I mean, for shipping for what we collect. I mean, that's where I was at too. I was like, who's going to do it better? Whether you might say $20 or whatever, but yeah.
And to be fair, Matt, there's been some pieces he's had where shipping was $370, and then Prime One was $800.
Yeah.
Well, there's been some significant differences on shipping. However, this one was a little different, and when it was ordered for me, and it was a gift, and it was great because I didn't have to pay for it.
Yeah, that's always good.
Yeah, that's always good. But I know I saw Alan's message, and I said, you know what, Alan, I'm going to stay up too. So I stayed up too, and sure enough, it went up for order, and here it is. Finally, the most anticipated statue of the year for me so far was the Dog Alien Museum Masterline XL from Prime One Studios. This is probably one of my most anticipated pieces. And the one thing that I was very surprised on was the price. I think it shocked everybody. This was what was it? $1,900 for the deluxe, I think it was, and then a few $100 less on the regular. And you also get the deluxe. You got the face hugger though, and that was the Queen one. And that's go ahead.
I think it was 20.
It was 1,900 for the regular and 22.99.
Yeah,
22. That's right. Yeah, that's right.
22. Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah. So this is the Dog Alien here. This is off the Prime One's Facebook page, and I like to have it on here because I feel like it's a bigger screen. So go to the website; it's not as big. But I'll start with everybody here. Obviously, Alan, you loved it because you ordered it. It's done the same night. But what did you think about the price, and then also what did you think about the final reveal?
Yeah, I was up at 1 a.m. As soon as it went up, boom. Then I went to bed. I thought the price was awesome. I paid the same price actually, like $2,300 for the tusked alien, and that's got to be like like 2 years ago. So I actually thought this was going to be $400 to $500 higher, and it wasn't. So I think Prime One. It looks like they're really trying to rein in the prices a little bit. They could have charged more, and people probably would have paid it.
Yep.
So I'm glad that they didn't, and that they kept the price, I think, at a reasonable range for what you're getting for the size of this thing, and 3 switch outs, and also the hugger on its own separate base. Yeah, for me the price is awesome. So no problem.
Yeah, awesome. I mean, it's
and two different plaques too.
Yep.
Right. I really love this, but I really love the green.
The classic green. Yeah.
I do.
The only thing that could have been better, Jimmy, is if that thing lit up, the green.
Yeah.
That would have been nice. That would have been nice. Here's the dimensions here: 114 centimeters tall. The depth is 77 centimeters, and the length, or the width, I should say, is 63 centimeters. So this is not a small piece. It is very tall, but it's super nice. Yeah, I think this is a great piece. Marcos, what do you think about this piece? It just came out. I know you saw our chat. We were everybody was ramping and raving for this. I mean, what do you think about it?
We talked about this piece a lot. I like it. It's not my favorite Alien. I'm not a big Alien fan in general, but it's probably one of my least favorite movies out of the bunch. Statue looks great though, 1/3 XL, so that's awesome. I hope this line continues for you guys that collect Alien and Predators and all that. The only thing I'll say about the shipping is I told you guys in the group chat. Obviously, like I've been burned by the Prime 1 estimated shipping, and it goes up damn near 5 times the price. So just be wary of that. Like, so the price you get right now, I hope you guys get that $375 shipping. But just, if it happens, don't be like shocked, because it has happened to me twice with Prime 1. Especially with this piece. This piece is huge, man. Like this, a 2-boxer at least, right?
Yeah, at least 2 boxes.
It's gotta be
I will say this though.
It's estimated 3.
Yeah. I would say this though. At least the Alien won't be heavy. Predator's he's a thick boy, So this one, he's not that thick, so it might be a lighter piece, which will help out with shipping a little bit. I like the piece. It's just not my favorite Alien. And the price, obviously, I think the price is amazing, because if you look at that new line they're doing, I always forget the name for some reason. That real, what is it called? The God of War. It's God of War, Paul Atreides, and
the Master Elite or something like that.
Yeah, Master Elite. That pricing, the pieces have been amazing prototype wise, and the pricing's been amazing.
No, sorry, Marcos.
Oh no, I was just saying that the pricing's been really good on those pieces, and they look better than a lot of other pieces they have in their other lines. So I think Prime 1's taking a hint. Maybe don't charge 3 times the price. Maybe, I don't know. I think the price is really good. And especially comparing it to that Square Enix piece, the Final Fantasy pieces is 1/4 pieces that are $5,000, for 2 pieces.
$2,900 for separate.
Yeah, you get a lot more with this than those pieces, I would say. Obviously collect what you love, but you got to weigh your options at that point. I think, in my opinion, you get a lot more statue with this.
Right.
Yeah, so good price.
That's awesome. I mean, Brian, I know you saw us ramping and raving inside the chat this week. With that, we probably woke you up or whatever. But we were really excited to get this one under our belt. I'm pretty sure you saw the pictures and the price. What's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, man, I don't think the price is really that bad. Of course, when you order from Sideshow, taxes without shipping, you're looking at about $3,000 for the super deluxe one, of course. But I mean, I think it's an incredible statue. When it comes to Alien statues and Alien designs, it's not my favorite design, but the way they did the statue made me kind of want to order it. But I don't know where the hell I would put it, man. I mean, I think I'm going to end up living vicariously through you guys with this one. But it did cross my mind for a moment there. I was like, should I pick this up? Or should I at least put a pre-order down and just put a deposit just so I can reserve one? Because like I said, it's not my favorite design of the Alien, but that statue just makes it look so incredibly awesome. But yeah, man, it kind of like with Marcos when he's talking about being burned with shipping by Prime 1 before. If you get it from Sideshow, you'll probably be in kind of a better position, but it is a lot more expensive.
Yeah.
Or like Comic Concepts as well and other retailers, you know.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Somebody onshore.
You get a lot more security with buying direct in Sideshow, though. I'll say.
Well, I'll be honest, man. There's a lot. That's a lot of the reason why I ordered locally from my local guys.
Yeah.
Because they obviously they work with me too. It just ends up being better.
Yeah, for sure.
But 2,300 from Prime One. I mean, I expected it to be at least 25. So
yeah, at least.
At least. Just for the sheer size and detail and all the work that went into this thing. So, I mean, how many of you guys did actually pre-order this? So Jimmy, Matt, Alan?
Yep.
Yes.
Wow.
Lane,
we'll get to that
on this. I see a couple folks in the chat that have said they've ordered.
Nice.
There's been a lot. This piece is definitely going to sell out. It's I think it is.
I agree. I think so too. With a 500 ES too. I mean, it's hands down. I mean, like I said, it's not even my favorite design of an alien, and even I was sitting here going, maybe I should get this because I love it so much.
Yeah. It's a great piece, and I know for sure it'll sell out. Well, I was driving to work, and I got a message, and it came up on my phone. It says, "Call me, player," and it was actually Matt Martin. And we were going to talk about. He called me. We discussed the shipping. We discussed the statue, but he ordered it right away. Matt, I know you love this piece, but what's your thoughts now? It's under the belt. It's one that you really wanted. It's finally out. Where did you order straight from Prime One?
Yeah, so that I think I told you, Jimmy, I hadn't been sleeping good all this week, so I've been like waking up at 2, 3, and being up for like 2 hours. So like literally, I woke up at like I want to say 2:30, and I was like, all right, let me check the phone. And Alan's like, yeah, done. And I was like, and then Jimmy was like, yeah, done. I was like, all right, let me go on the website. Let me see what's the shipping like. And I was like, well, I can't complain about the shipping. I might as well just order it right now because shipping for me was like $370 or whatever. So I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, so then I ordered it and then tried to go back to sleep. So yeah, I was surprised about the price though. It was a lot cheaper than what I think what we all were thinking. I was thinking 27-ish for the deluxe.
Yeah, I mean, this is I was very surprised with Prime One launching the price of what it was, and but it was a very welcome price point, and it was almost a no-brainer for me. And straight out of Noah's Ark, he's here. The Bitter Collector has arrived. Great to see you straight out of work. Noah, I know you know about this piece because our chat was exploding the day that it came out. Did you see the pictures, and what did you think of the price and everything else?
Yeah, and I looked at the pictures and the video and everything. It looks really good, man. I'm really happy for you guys. This is a really badass piece.
Yeah.
And I think the price is fine. I think it's fair. The Tusk Alien was like 2,100, so this is pretty big, just in a different way. So I think the price is pretty good. So the only thing, my thing right now, it's just a personal thing. I just never order direct from Prime One anymore. Their shipping is insane, so I always try to go through Josh if I can. But
sure,
yeah, it's the only thing.
Yeah, this was a gift, so I had no choice of how it was coming. But it was great, and I know Joshua does have it up for order right now, so make sure you check him out. I'm sure he's at the end of the day. I'm sure you're going to get a really good shipping rate from Joshua. Comic Concept does a great job. Make sure you use code Godlike, save $10 with Joshua. But great piece. And Mr. Kramer, I know that we talked about this morning, and I know you have a plan. But is this piece going to come home?
I'm looking at it in my checkout right now.
Oh man,
I am very much in the thing where I love this piece. This has been the one piece that I've had that I've seen. Now, I admit that Sauron, I wish that had not come out for pre-order the week before, because that piece I've been really looking at too, because I really like both of them. But I would only be able to get one of them if I did. So I was like, of course, they come a week apart from each other. But this dog alien, man, looks so cool. What I've been agonizing is because I buy my Prime one from Comic Concept. That's just where I have all my pre-orders from. And I'm not a person who likes to change habit. I am super person of habit. Now, one of the issues is because Comic Concepts, if there's multiple versions, they have both the regular, the deluxe, and the deluxe bonus. And to get the one with the face hugger is like $2,500.
Okay.
Through Comic Concepts. The regular deluxe is the $22.99, which won't come with the face hugger, but comes with the like extra head sculpt and stuff.
Yeah.
And generally, I have only pre-ordered the deluxes when I've gotten them, because most of the time I don't care about the bonuses. Now, this one, I really like the Queen face hugger. And the price point, obviously, is if I just went directly through Prime One, that is the version you're going to get for the same price. So that's been one thing. Sure. But just as you were talking about, just possibly with shipping. So like right now for me in Austin, Texas, which, just north of you, so not too far away, the estimated shipping for me from getting from them would be about $233. So it would be over 140, some odd less than buying from directly at Prime One. Plus, as Marco says, I don't trust their shipping. Not that then it's going to be like $700 and it's supposed to be 3 boxes possibly.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
That's the biggest thing, honestly. And I know, for you, Matt, Noah, Alan might say, why is 3 boxes? That's like my biggest issue almost that I've had with pre-ordering, because Sauron's only 2 and they're the same size. It's literally my biggest concern is box space to store the boxes. I live in an apartment. I have 2 closets to fit all the boxes. Mm-hmm. So having 3 boxes of this thing would probably mean there are some statues I could not buy because I literally would not have space for boxes for them. So that's something I've had to consider. I really want this piece, though. The likelihood I am going to probably get it. I really, really have considered pre-ordering it tonight because I want to get it. But I have to do a payment on my Harley Who Laughs. That's about $324.
Oh, that piece
actually this weekend. I am going to get this piece, though. I know I have decided I am going to get it. I wanted your guys' interpretation when just for what you've had to decide. Because originally I really did not want to spend more than $2,000, so I was going to get the regular edition, but I actually prefer the head sculpt with the closed mouth over the open mouth. So when you guys are having to face a decision where there've been, switch outs or whatever, what is usually the biggest thing when you guys weigh when you're going to decide between, like Matt went for the whole super deluxe on the tactical throne, but there was 3 different options which you could choose from. How do you like to go?
Well, it's a good question, Lane. Let's start with Freddie because we haven't heard from Freddie yet.
Yeah.
About what he thinks, but then also he'll start us off with how he decides. Freddie, what's your thoughts?
I'm happy for everyone who copped this. Congrats to everybody. I know people in the chat chiming that they got congrats. What I want to know is, first of all, for those who have the old, hey, what up, Carl? Who has the original dog alien, right? Is this something that you'd pick up and get? Do you have it in your collection already? And does it matter if you have it or not? Because I know some is saying I have a dog alien, so I won't be bothered with this one. And I want to know if some have it and is saying, hey, the old one was 25 inches, and this extra large Supermax Deluxe is about 50 inches. So this may appeal more. So I'm curious out there, what's the decision or the thought process, in your head? I know Tony Stay Frosty, he's the alien guy, so he probably just copping it.
Too many
regardless.
So, look, I haven't spoke yet on this piece, but let me tell you what I was thinking. And I'll answer Lane's question. I'll go first, and then we'll just kind of go down the line. Okay, so listen, I've been very excited for this piece to come out. I even bought some memorabilia that we'll talk about here in just a minute. That is going to go with it. I was sold from when I saw it at the Prime One event. Like I was, oh man, I'm getting this. I'm going to get this. I saw it and I really liked it, but what made me love it is Alan had mentioned that evening the pose on this piece reminded him of the movie, of kind of how the creature moves around, and that's what it reminds me of, because he kind of jumps through the air ducts, and he's running real fast and jumping side to side of the wall. He moves real quick, and that kind of reminded me of that, so it made me want it even more. But Lane, what I do is when I buy a statue, I always look at it like this: if it's a few $100s more for the deluxe or EX bonus, whatever the case may be, I'm totally okay with it. But let me tell you why. Let's just say I'll never use it. If I go to resell this, it's much easier, and somebody that I sell it to may want those pieces that I didn't want. And I'll just tell you, I look at that pretty closely. I always I try to always go with the bonus, because I know that in the future, if I ever wanted that piece, once it's gone, it's gone. Like, you're not going to get it anymore. It's just done. I think I've seen Mr. X trying to pick up the Predator skulls right now, and he's having a real hard time trying to find them, because not everybody can get them free like me through Prime One. So it's just really tough.
You're not getting it free, buddy.
I'm joking. But that's just the way I look at it. I'll tell you right now, Lane, don't feel pressure, but I'll just say this. This is probably the best statue of 2025 so far for me, because I love aliens so much. And even people that don't like aliens or don't collect statues are buying this because they love aliens. Yeah. But I'm buying it because I'm all about movie realistic right now, and this is one that I just could not say no to. Alan, is there what version did you get? I didn't even ask.
Yeah, I mean, I always get the deluxe bonus, no matter what the piece is.
Smart man.
And if it's a crazy one, even like the one with the skulls, I had to have it, only because I know that no one is ever going to produce anything like that ever. So you get it, or you spend a lifetime trying to find it. So, I'd rather just get it right up front. I always get the super whoop-de-doo version. I like the options. I like to display the extra parts and pieces, especially this face hugger. That's very unique. I like that.
Love it.
And plus, I think it adds to a resale, or if I ever want to sell it somewhere down the line, it's going to attract more attention, being that it's not the regular version.
Mm-hmm.
It's the one with all the parts and pieces, and that's the one that people are going to want. So my advice to Lane would be, bite the bullet and get the deluxe.
Man, stop showing me that. I think it looks too cool. This one, I see. Usually, I'm like more Alan if it's like a piece on the, on the figure, like it's a switch out head or something.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
My thing is, I never use proximity pieces, like ever. Like I never use them.
Yeah.
Since that's not part of the actual dog alien, that's one of the reasons I was kind of like, I care about the dog alien. So if it was like,
but you're getting 2 extra heads and a headstand.
Yeah. Well, I was going to get the deluxe version if I was going to get it.
Okay.
Either way, deluxe or just get the deluxe by itself without.
Yeah. Okay.
So for me, I'm usually always deluxe or bust, but I broke that rule with the Guts and Casca piece, the Prime One piece, because it came with the proximity piece, kind of like this only, and it was like $300 more, and I'm like, I can get that literally on Etsy for $2. Like, so I'm not getting it. I don't care for that little hand with the belith. So I'm like, I'm not getting that. And they so you got to weigh your options on deluxe or bust, because like this one you do get a lot of head swap outs and all that stuff. And I'm with Jimmy and Alan. If you're thinking about selling this in the future, Lane, it is a lot easier to sell something with the deluxe version. It just is. But like I said, I'm usually deluxe or nothing. But like on that one piece, I was 100% like, there's no reason for me to buy the deluxe edition on this. Like, I have no love for the Belith with the hand. And it was like $300 more. I'm like, there's just no reason for me to get that. And like, I know Noah's probably looked at it. You could get that on Etsy right now, like that little hand.
Yeah, a certain version of it. Yeah,
it's not like maybe as detailed. I get it, but still, like if I really wanted it, I could get it. Like,
there are exceptions to the rule. 9 times out of 10,
that's
I'll always go
what I'm
Supermax Deluxe. But there are sometimes there are exceptions because there are some pieces where you see it, the extra part, and you say to yourself, "That's redundant," or it doesn't make sense to have it.
I think Popo's saying the best, but dislike displaying head sculpts, etc. sold on Facehugger though. But the thing with the Facehugger, I think they could have put that on the base. Like you can have it on that proximity base, and you can have it on the like the real piece as well somewhere. I think they messed up on that a little bit.
I like how Mr. Popo saying you can't go wrong with the regular. My man always goes Supermax Deluxe. Come on, don't sell me that, Mr. Popo. I know you.
Yeah, fuck out of here, Popo, with that. You get Max Deluxe, Super Bust, everything. Yeah, we get it. You have the best collection out there next to Alan Kiefer. We get it. Stop. I'm kidding.
Well, Matt, what version did you order?
I ordered the deluxe as well. I unfortunately missed out on Big Chap, and I'm going to have to get that on the secondary market. But I was like, hey, I'm not going to miss out on this one. And then I always go, unlike Marcos, and I always go super duper deluxe because, like, if I go to resell it, it'll hold its value.
Mitch.
You know what I'm saying? It'll hold its value, etc. But to have the headstand and all that, and then the face hugger and all that, so it was a no brainer for me, especially when we saw that price was lower than what we were all expecting. So I was like, why wouldn't I go deluxe, type thing.
Sure.
But yeah.
Sure, of course. I think we all have, there's pieces that come out that maybe we're okay with regular on, depending on what the bonus is. I used to think about, like, is it a switch out that makes a huge difference, like another portrait, or it just depends. But now I just go for the deluxe regardless. I know it's a few $100s more, but I just know that when I sell it, it's going to be a bit easier. Brian, is that how you look at it too? Or?
Yeah, I'll tell you a personal story. Recently I sold that Prime 1 Bane 1/3. It's a rare statue as is. The big David Finch one, recently. Well, my wife had got me, it was right for a Christmas present, had got me the deluxe version. And that was the only version you could get with the alternate portrait. And, the mask was ripped up and it was bloody. So, I put it up. I was like, all right, need to kind of make some room. I've enjoyed it for, about 3 years or whatever. And I was actually, and you guys know, in this market of reselling, a lot of times people are taking a loss, what I'm saying, or, from what they pay. I got more than what I paid for it, or my wife paid for it, retail, at the time, because it was the deluxe with the alternate portrait,
Wow. Yep. That's good. Brian, is that how you look at it too? Or do you order just the regular? How do you look at things when you pre-order?
I prefer to get the deluxe or, whatever it may be, the exclusive. I like the option to switch things out. I admit I don't typically always switch them out, but I do prefer it. But like I said earlier, I also go through my local guy, and sometimes I can't get the deluxe. So that's when I got to make a decision. Is the deluxe, is that element something that I really have to get, and then I'd have to go and buy from them directly. So there's been many times that I've passed on the deluxe just because I wanted to prefer to go through my local guy instead of the place directly. But yeah, I prefer the deluxe. I just like having the option, and like you guys have all said it too. If you ever decide to resell it, it makes more sense. But for me personally, I just like having the option.
Brian supports small businesses. That's what he's getting.
I kid you not. One of my collector homeboys, he got the this is the one I always use the example with the statue, right? The Last Ronin from PCS. But our boys got the Last Ronin PCS. I looked at him. He showed me the pic. I said, "Yo, bro." I said, "Where the brothers at?" He's like, "Nah, I just want the Last Ronin." I said, "Bro, you need the brothers, the Spirit Turtles." He's like, "I don't need them." It's like I just like. I said, "Come." I said, "Yo, you gonna have regrets. You gonna look at this one day. You gonna like, I should have gotten the Spirit."
Hey, Freddie, would not this?
I can't.
Hey, no, but would this idea not look good though? 1/4 Ronin without the brothers in the back and have the 1/3 around him.
Dude, you know, I'll go paranoid.
I
told him he's gonna wake up one day and just have regret.
That'd be cool though. Like I'm just saying.
Nah, yeah, that'd be cool.
You know what, Freddie? That's the one piece that if you do not have the deluxe bonus, it almost it's a no-go for me.
So I feel I don't want to take away the joy for people who got it solo, but me personally, I'll have nightmares. Just wake up.
I would too. And look, you're right, Freddie. I don't want to take anybody's joy away either.
Yeah.
You know, so if that's your route, congrats, man. For me, I would just really want those.
Yeah, I will say this though. I have seen that piece without the brothers behind it, like because at a local comic shop, it's there, and it's actually a very good piece. Like,
it's great.
Yeah, and like I said, dude, if you want to do it, like I said, just get those 1/3 right behind them and do it just like the fucking statue.
That'd be cool.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's obviously 1/3 is very expensive, but yeah.
I want to know the spirit. The Ninja brothers are looking out for me in my statue. I need the spirits.
I have to say, I love this. I love this actual stand that they're used for the whatever head sculptor you're not using at the time. It really looks like the alien is basically just popping its head, like out a vent or something, and like about to chop you. That with like the open mouth or something, I think would look crazy. I don't know why, but I like this head. Normally I prefer the mouth open because I like the tongue and the mouth tongue and stuff. But there's something about this one I think where with the detail on the teeth and everything, seeing them close together, you can see more of that detail and stuff in the mouth to me. And I just like it a little bit better. But man,
would you use
Lane,
the close mouth sculpt?
Would you switch it out though? I mean, would you use other head sculpts?
For this guy, well, my only thing is just the face hugger. I don't know if I want the face hugger. That's the main thing. I have it's just because where I'm going to get it, they have the regular, they have the deluxe, which is just to switch out head sculpt.
I love that one right there.
But buy the deluxe and ship the face hugger over to me. I'll hold on to it for you.
That's a good friend.
Like I get it 2 months of the year. Yeah, I get it 2 months of the year. You get it 10 months of the year. That's how.
There we go. Yeah, it's like a joint custody.
Great deal.
But I love what I really think you guys. I don't know if you guys like this. Is just when I remember watching the movie. I did find the color, like this alien, very interesting with the color contrast. But something seeing like it actually. In kind of that glossy whatever painting style that they use for it here, where it's still that brownish color where it really fits in with the base, almost kind of like I would almost say chameleon-like in some ways, where it's helping to blend in, but yet the way the gooey, glossy paint they use, whatever, to give it that effect, it just makes this alien, I think, in this statue format way stand out more even than it did in the movie. Like there's just something with how they laid this out and everything. And then seeing the more like kind of muted browns of the face and stuff, which is supposed to be very Fiona, whatever the heck the rest of the planet's name was, like the present, just helps to show off the coloration to the alien so much more. I think it's just amazing how they did that.
So Lane, are you just like you said all these great things about it? Are you gonna buy it? Let's be real.
I'm going to eventually get it. Yes.
Tonight. I'm saying tonight. Do it. Like Palpatine said, do it. You know,
I'm calling it live right here on the show. There's gonna be a quadruple, first time ever, quadruple live unboxing on the show.
Whoa!
It's gonna be the first time ever done.
Let's do it.
If we have a quadruple live unboxing,
what? That's gonna be crazy.
That does mean Battle Cat will be on with us that same day because if Alan does an unboxing.
So what is the weight of this thing? Isn't this like 100 pounds or something?
Someone said 90 in the chat. Someone said 90 in the chat.
Oh,
that's all for me. That's all base, though. I think that's all base. Yeah, I think that's all base. There's no way that body is that heavy because it will just tip over.
Yeah. Well, you know what, Mr. Popo, they'll probably do that, but it won't be till after the Prime 1 event, because if you recall, they showed the like the renders, but they didn't show it painted or anything else yet. So they usually only launch that pre-order until it's ready to go. So just be aware of that. I don't know if that helps or not. Well, what a great piece, Mr. Kramer. I look forward to the decision.
I think the only thing that's holding me back is I kind of actually almost want some of my other statues to finally come in and ship, so I can get some of the points from them, and then I can apply the points to this. That's like, because I would have something like, I think like $75 to $100 off, and that might encourage me more to go. Now, especially from another retailer and stuff, you are taking the chance that they might sell out of their pre-orders. That's the only thing. Like that's always the thing.
Concern. Yeah, that's my concern as well. Is that this one will sell out. So just be aware. Just be on the lookout for low stock as a just in case lane. Just check it every day. That's what I've been doing.
I might end up pre-ordering this at like 3:00 in the morning tonight.
Okay, yeah. Let's just be real. I haven't seen the community in an uproar like this in a while.
Yeah,
a lot of people I know ordered it. I would not be surprised if this went low stock next week, and the following week it's done. And you know what? It's a great price. It's a great piece. You just can't go wrong. And I think whatever decision you decide, Lane, I think you're going to be really happy, because this is a great piece. It's very big, and I got a spot for it, so I know where it's going.
Well, I already applied the Godlike, but $10 off. Do you think maybe you can make it just upgrade it to $100 off, and then
I wish I could. I wish I had that option. But yeah, it's going to be a great one, man. So I think that you're going to be real happy if you end up pulling the trigger on this one.
I'm going to be getting this piece.
Okay.
This is the one. If I'm going to get something the first half of this year,
I will say this so quickly. I would get Sauron before that. That's just me, though. I'm a bigger Lord of the Rings fan, though.
Oh, they're both good.
Yeah.
You know what's so cool? It's like literally two of the best monsters or villains in a lot of our space of movies we like have had two awesome pieces in 2 weeks come out. It's painful, but it's also awesome, though, because you're getting to see something of whatever you're into.
It's funny that Sauron was in the movie for like 30 seconds, and he's like one of the best characters.
It's a great design, man.
It's awesome. That's what I said. 30 seconds of a great design and big ass mace and big ass sword, and just funny.
Yeah,
but it's a great piece.
Let me bring this up before we move on, because let me real quick. Not that.
I was gonna say we've talked about this quite a bit.
Yeah, we're gonna move on.
It's a hot piece. It's a hot piece.
It is.
Let me just mention this real quick, and then we'll move on. This is I ordered this last night, and this is going to go with my dog alien. I got a Sigourney Weaver autograph portrait with her signing it as Ripley. So it's going to go with my dog alien statue. So I'm pretty excited for that.
That's very cool.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to have this framed professionally with like a little plaque. This is Lieutenant Ripley. All together, it'll be right above the dog alien. So
that'll be cool.
Jimmy went all out. So there you go.
One thing I'll say is like Austin Powers, where he said, "That's a man, baby." You know,
Jimmy's referring to himself in the third person.
Oh.
If Marco starts doing it, we're in trouble.
Yeah, my ego.
Congrats, Jimmy. Though that's going to look awesome next to that statue.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, man, I'm pretty excited for it. I went on eBay and that was a mistake. So I ended up.
Quick question though. Do you guys think they're really quick? Do you think they're gonna be that Romulus piece that's coming out? Especially I think the Romulus piece Prime 1's coming out. Is that XL line or is it?
It doesn't say it is. No.
Okay.
It just says 1/3. So
yeah,
we'll see.
That's
for sure.
Yeah,
maybe we should message them this week, Jimmy, and
make it XL.
Maybe we get a PO for that next week.
Nice.
Ryan, you're good.
It'd be nice. I think that I think they will after the next Prime 1 event, because it's not painted yet. When it's painted and finished, then the order will go up.
Yeah.
So this was posted by Inner Studios this week too, and they were showing off their RDJ snap bust. Looks cool next to Thanos too. And it looks like this guy has a really great collection. stuff. So, but you know what? I saw this piece, and nothing against them. I think it looks good. It just doesn't look as accurate as the one that I have, but looks cool in a collection together. I think it looks real nicely.
It matches well with that bust, like the right arm and left arm.
Yeah, I mean that that bust there, the one in the middle, that Loki one, that's the life size. So look how big Thanos is next to him.
Puny God.
It's a massive piece.
Movie accurate, probably, right? At least.
Yeah.
That RDJ looks a little bit too big. You know, he is 5'8" in real life.
Yeah, it's I think it. I mean, I think that you know, I did like this piece, but the one I got is just so well done. That's the only reason why I didn't consider this one. But really cool piece, really cool by Enter Studios. I'm gonna bring this up real quick because this was just announced as well, and I really want to get everybody's feedback on this one because I understand there's a little bit of controversy with it, but I still love it. Bring this up. This comes from Sideshow Collectibles. This is John Constantine that was posted this week. I am a big fan of this character. I really love it. Jeff Delaney has my good friend Jeff, if you're not from Rogues Gallery, he has the Prime 1 version of Constantine. That one there is superior. I mean, it's so good.
Yeah.
So good. But you know what I love about this one is that it does have a throne piece look to it. And I also love the base. I think that's awesome. And I do love it. I just think the Prime 1 version it's 1,000% the comic. Like
give me wings. Give me wings over throne. 100%.
Yeah, I got you.
Give me wings over
yeah. I got you.
That thing is sick, dude. I love that Prime 1 piece. I wish it was 1/3. That thing 1/3 would have been sick.
I love it. But you know what? I also love this one too. I really do.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's pretty expensive. I think the 95. I mean, do you guys remember how much? Do you guys remember how much the Constantine was? The Prime 1?
1,500. The Prime 1 was 1,500 for the deluxe.
Yeah, but you had the big death angel thing and everything, all that behind him.
Yeah, it was the same price as the 1/3 because the 1/3 remember had they didn't have the wing option. It just had the Constantine only, and they canceled it. It was the same exact price as the 1/4, which people were confused about. The Prime 1 piece is like, I'm sorry to say, if this was like $750, yeah, get it. If you're price conscious, for this price, just spend the extra $500. Honestly,
I agree with you, Marcos.
It's not even close. The portrait's off. It's not Constantine. That's Jim Carrey, if anything.
No, who posted the picture that it's the guy from Modern Family?
Who was that?
Jimmy, was that?
You posted somebody.
Now I can't
from
unsee
Modern
that.
Family, Hank.
Yeah, I know. Ace Ventura, Ghost Pet Detective.
Exactly. That's Ghost Pet Detective. Yeah, like it's just not like. I'm sorry to say, it's a cool concept. The portrait for me, it's horrific. This dude looks like a He looks like the Mask. Like honestly, with the blonde, white features. The portrait's horrible. It's just bad. He doesn't look menacing. He looks goofy. The concept is cool though. I do like Jimmy said, the throne aspect, the fireball. It does have a light up feature, I believe, too, right?
If there is, I haven't seen that.
I thought it did. Maybe it doesn't. First off, it took forever to even be up for pre-order for some reason. Same with the Riddler. Remember, the Riddler was shown a long time ago. Was never put up for pre-order until recently. Same with this one. This was even longer than Riddler. For me, it's just the portraits. It's not Constantine. That is a cartoon character. There we go. The Modern Family. That's what that is. Yep.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yep. That looks right.
And then if you look at that Prime 1 portrait, it's a serious, cool-looking Australian guy or Kiwi guy. I forgot which one he is off the top of my head. Yeah. But yeah, he is a fucking goof. That's a goof look. I'm sorry.
That looks just like him.
This is Ghost Detective.
It looks just like him.
Yeah.
I'll be posting Marcos's telephone number in the chat.
Please tell me.
For everyone that all the hate mail that he's going to start getting.
Please do. I love it, Alan. I love that stuff. So thank you. Please bring it on to me, man. I love it.
You know what? I'll have to be honest with you. I I still really love this statue. I really do. I really like it a lot. I love the pose. I love everything about it. I do know the cigarettes are on the base, and I thought that was extremely important for this character. I think when we look at this, it's hard not to compare it to the Prime 1 version. It just is, because that one is so well done. But you know what? I like this one too. So if anybody decides to pick this one up, I think you're going to be happy. I think it's awesome. And I think that if you missed out on the Prime 1 piece, this is a great option. And there is there's an art print that goes with it too. So
I was just about to bring that up, Jimmy. So all they should have done was copy that art print, like the portrait wise.
Yes.
It's a great portrait. Right? This one, it looked, I don't know. I'm sorry for everybody in the chat. I'm sorry. It is a horrific portrait. It is not good. But the concept is great. Yeah.
I think it still looks good. I still like it. I just feel like, usually Sideshow is kind of the more, maybe like an economy version of, something that Prime 1 would do.
That's the best way to put it.
And it just feels like this one is just, the pricing is just, it's very high. It's very high.
It's 21 tall. Yeah.
I know you're getting a lot though. I mean, that base has got to be, it's got to be big, and it's so intricate and there's so much detail. But yeah, man, if it were me and if I wanted to get something like this from Sideshow, I wouldn't want to pay over. I mean, Jimmy, what did you say? $750, something around that area, around that range. I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, I always go back to the Vampire's Lust, which is you're getting two characters for under $700, if I'm not mistaken, or it was right around $700.
$684, right? $685.
Yeah. It was something like that. And you're getting two characters. I mean, granted, there's a licensing thing there that obviously they don't have. Yeah, but this just feels like it's just a bit too much for me.
Okay, Mr. Keeper, I know you've gone through Time to Save Us All. So what do you think about this piece?
I think if I was a Constantine fan, I would get both. And that's what Alan Kiefer would do. He would get both.
That is true.
On the one hand, this is a totally different pose, totally different concept. It's very colorful. It's got a lot going on, a lot of Easter eggs on the base, a lot of detail on the backside of the base. I mean, it's just loaded with stuff going on. But on the other hand, the Prime 1, the concept with the Angel of Death with the wing and the skeletons on the bottom, and you can't beat that either.
It has a scythe too, right? Like a death scythe.
Well, it's a standing pose as opposed to a sitting, so it's going to be bigger.
Yeah, I think.
If I was a fan of this character, I'd have a tough time deciding.
Yeah, Cypher was asking how much is this? This is the price is right here. Actually, it's $985 for this piece. And Alan, I think you said it best. I would think both would be amazing together. I think it really.
Yeah.
How cool would it be to have this on like a riser, Alan, and then have the other one maybe like he's floating, and then have the other one next to him? I think that would look awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I'd have both if I was a fan of this guy.
Me too.
Because when's the last time somebody has done this character?
Exactly.
Prime 1. That's it.
That's all. That's it. That's the only one.
The concept is totally different.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
They're not even close.
Man, I love that throne show. It looks really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, great piece from Sideshow. I think that this piece will do well for them. I think that Alan's right. Like, if you're a fan, having both would be amazing. It really would. Freddie, I know you've read the comics. What are you saying, Alan? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Do you have the Prime 1 on deck? You can pop it up.
I do. Let me bring it up here real quick. Freddie, I know you've read this comic before, but let me bring this one up here real quick. The Prime 1. It's a great bring, Alan, to bring that one up too, because that one's superior though.
It's just not even close for me. It's just not close. Even if it's more expensive, just pay the extra. It's kind of what we're talking about, deluxe versus collector's edition. Just pay the deluxe at this point.
How much was the other one?
It's
Constantine, isn't it?
$1,499.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But if Freddie, think about it, it's $1,000 plus tax plus shipping. That's easily
but this is still it's
close to $1,200.
Still cheaper than the other one. Then
but like
this one, you're getting a fresh take on it. You know what I'm saying?
It's still for me the portrait. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but I mean, it's meant to be. I mean, I'm not saying which one is better. First of all, I love Justice League Dark. I'm not gonna say that one portrait is necessarily better than the others because it depends on what a person's going for. The other one is more comic-y looking, in a in a sense, if you're into that, right? This is straight out of the that look straight out of the Hellblazer comics. You know what I'm saying? Justice League Dark is a separate comic arc. I actually have that whole series. I love it. I used to read a bunch of Hellblazers, but it was too many. I couldn't read all of them. I love this. I love this piece. I would get this piece.
I love the way. What do you think about his shirt, like half in, half out?
Yeah, it's awesome.
I love that.
That's him.
Yeah.
That's Constantine.
And you get 3 portraits.
But is something? But like you said, Alan, there's something about both because they both offer something different.
Yeah, the other one is a totally different concept, and it's way more colorful than this one is.
Yeah, because I said this before, right? With the throne. That's 100% a throne. For those who says it's not a throne, it is a throne piece. He's literally sitting down, and it's raising. That's literally his home. He's in the graveyard, like where he's at right now. He's comfortable. That's his place of home. Like he's comfortable with the dead. You know what I mean? He's comfortable there, and I love the fact that just anytime I look at these pieces, like him at the graveyard and all the the monster stuff like that. Like I said before, he's like always laughing and joking. He's conquered hell pretty much. He's always in and out of the afterlife constantly. He's a con man. He's a con man. He's always
He's Aussie.
Yeah, so he's so him like just being there. Like look at the skeletons raising up. Like help me. He's just he's always conning somebody. He's always it's a joke. That to him is a joke. Because even in the movies with Keanu Reeves, you remember even at the end when he was getting taken to heaven. He gave the middle finger. That's him. That's his personality, and I think both statues show his personality in different ways. This one shows his personality a different way. The other one shows his personality a different way, and that aspect of it. I think it's a win-win either way. Yeah. But I do say, though, just that throne of Constantine is a fresh take. And, I think it's pretty good.
Yeah. I think both.
Yeah, I've got a side by side here. Let me bring them up, and we can take a look at them. And I honestly agree with Alan 100%. If getting both would be amazing to have these together. You got to ask yourself, what would Alan do? And this is what he would do. So let me show you here.
I mean, how cool is that? They actually turned a gravesite into a throne piece, right? That's him cool. Sitting, and it fits him because that's his character. That's what it is. It fits him.
So it fits more into like what they're doing with like the Riddler.
Exactly.
Okay. Different styles. Yeah, I hear you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good bring.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a really good bring. So
yeah.
And I don't think the face is bad at all for the comic looking.
I don't think it's bad at all either. It just looks like the guy from Modern Family.
It does,
which makes it look horrible in my opinion. Like it's not. At this point, it's a joke. At that point, it's a big old cleft chin. Like
it's a style of art, man. I think it's good. I think it's good. Unless if you want something that's 100%, a 100% representation, you're not going to really find that too much unless you know the specific artist. Like this is Alex Ross, this is Bermeo. They're not taking it from a specific artist.
Give me a more serious look. I guess like not even serious. It's just like give me a better look. That's all it is. And
I'll tell you what would be really cool if some custom company or custom sculptor did not for the Sideshow, but for the Prime One piece, did a Keanu Reeves portrait for that. That would be badass.
Ooh, that would
anything
be good.
Keanu Reeves is great, so he's the go.
Yeah. What's crazy is he's sitting at his own gravesite. Look at him. I'm Constantine.
Well, you
never know. A J&D might come out with a John Constantine.
I like Keanu Reeves.
I like this statue, man.
I've never read these comics. I need to get into these.
They're awesome. Brian, I'm really surprised.
Start with Justice League Dark, man. You're gonna love it.
I don't know. I would start with the Garth Ennis.
Yeah, me too. Justice League Dark. He's more of a simp for fucking Zatanna the whole time.
Well, his character's been in love with Zatanna for like decades.
But I get it, but don't be a simp. My gosh, you're on wait list. Oh shit.
Yeah. Did you just do that, Jimmy?
I just did right now.
That's what I'm saying. So one's very popular. The other one looks like Modern Family.
Well, I was actually going to say,
I still think it's a great design. It's a cool statue. It's just
great.
$1,000.
You know what, Noah? What do you think, Noah? Do you like this piece, like the Sideshow one?
Yeah, it's good, man. It's okay. I do like how colorful it is, but I do think the sitting pose is a little bit awkward. It's just not my preference for a pose for a character.
Okay.
But I love the Prime 1 version. I've always loved that. And yeah, seeing it in Jeff Delaney's background, it always catches my eye immediately.
It does.
But Noah, do you think $1,000 for that Sideshow one? Do you think that's justified?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Yeah,
no, thank you.
This should be like 800 or 850.
Thank you. I'm not the
tops 850.
It does look like it definitely has a more complicated paint job than some like other pieces, but still not worth that. I mean, is there even a light up? Does the fire light up?
I don't think so. And there is no switch outs.
No.
Yeah.
So,
but it's still a good statue. I do like it. But I just
do too.
Prime 1's the only one I would buy though.
Yeah, that Prime 1 is superior. It really is. I love them both, but if I could only have one, it would be the Prime 1 version.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. So, so I mean, I'll switch out Constantine. Yeah, look, I mean, again, it's definitely pricey than some of the others, but you know what, I'd like to see them do an unboxing or a side-by-side comparison, something, and just kind of bring those up. That would be really cool. But
it's not even that big either. It's 21 inches tall with him, like obviously leveled out, and I think it's like 16 deep and 14 wide. Like it's not a big.
No, it's not big.
$1,000, yeah.
Yeah, it's not big. I
do going against it, I would say.
Lane, are you familiar with the comic book?
I've read some more like Justice League Dark with New 52 and a little bit of the Hellblazer.
Okay.
From like way back with I'm trying to remember what was the imprint Vertigo, which used to be when Preacher and all that kind of stuff was made. It's a good series. He actually had a really good miniseries, Dead in America. I actually just finished up like 11-issue miniseries, max series. That was actually a pretty solid story.
Yeah.
I have to say this. I was wondering, the facial sculpt. Well, there are actually two things related to that statue. I think the facial sculpt. I feel almost like that felt like it was inspired a little bit by the live action guy who played Constantine in the TV series from a few years back.
CW.
Oh, I thought you were referencing Keanu. I was like, wait.
No. Not Keanu Reeves. No. Well, it wasn't on CW. It was a network TV originally. But he became tied into the CW and also was the guy voicing Constantine.
So CW.
Like, and stuff. But I was feeling that maybe was kind of the inspiration for that portrait for the Sideshow one. I don't think I'm in the same boat. 985, way too much for that piece. But I just have a mental block with anything from Sideshow being that expensive. The other thing was one thing I don't know if Jimmy you had noticed or you had discussed it all previously. Does it seem like a lot of the release time frames for the blocks that they've been giving for all their pieces this year and towards the end of the last year are all really relatively close because they're all this year? Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Like, because I know, like because I pre-ordered the Lady Cheshire from the J. Scott Campbell line. That was technically my first pre-order this year. But like I've noticed that one's this year. That Constantine, the MODOK is this year. Like all those ones, which took a while to come out. It seems like they're all not having a very long window before. Usually they'd at least be almost like 9 months to a year, but they're like, I think as soon as June for some of them. Like I'm kind of wondering what's up with Sideshow in these like slightly shorter release windows for their statues, especially because it seems to be all of them.
Yeah, I think they launched a few that were missing, and I'm glad they're finally coming up for order for people that really wanted it. Whoever's getting that piece, congratulations, because I'll be very honest, I love them both. I think that they're a great statue. I just stood on the wait list for the Prime one, and I think I'm going to put it. I have a spot where it could go if I end up picking one up. But I just love that piece. I have always admired Jeff Delaney's in his background. Just love it. I really do. This was shown today by Inner Studios. Another bust from them. This time it's Lord of the Rings. It's pretty creepy.
Works.
Yeah, I love he has the bow drawn back like that. But detail is pretty spectacular. Looks really good. There's one side profile that I didn't like too much. That right there. Yeah, not too good.
He is ugly in general, but like,
yeah. I think he did a good job with it, but I didn't really care for that. That looks pretty good right there.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Looks good.
Yep, detail looks great. It's not too bad, but I think this portrait here is off. That side there, yeah, looks cool. Not something I would pick up, but still a great piece. For whoever's getting one, congratulations. I think it's pretty cool. There was another unboxing for the Dark Knight from Queen Studios.
Oh no.
The 1-to-1.
Too much. It's been too much on this.
I was gonna say, are we going back down there?
I know.
Well, this is just someone that got it in. This is just someone that got it in.
Good for them.
They just picked it.
There was a lot of discussion about this piece quite a bit the other day.
Yeah.
Long time.
Yeah, this is Mr. Popo. This is the I don't know if you're talking about the Lord of the Rings one, but the Lord of the Rings with Inner Studios. This is Queen Studios, but I did see somebody else pick this one up, so that was pretty cool. They're finally starting to ship, basically. That was really cool. Let's get this set up here real quick.
I'm gonna get a 2x4 with your name on it, Marcos.
Let's see here. Let me bring this up here.
If you hear somebody going, you coming over, you hear somebody going, ho, with the American flag, you might have seen the 2x4 coming from Alan at you.
I would love to see that full 1-to-1 in Matt's room with his back door.
It's probably all you need.
I thought armory. I was like, no. I was like, there's just too many other things I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So,
we got a question from BattleCat in the chat. How much was
that? I don't know, but I can find out. I can find out for you. Send me a message and I'll follow up for you.
So, what is this?
This is Alan sent me this today. Alan, what are we looking at here?
We're looking at a teaser from PCS, and I don't know the scale. They didn't say the character, although, Jimmy, do you have the other one?
It's got to be a certain barbarian. It's got to be.
Yeah, that's what we're thinking, especially when I saw this one.
Sonya!
I was convinced. And do you have the third one, Jimmy? The one that
looks like this. That does look like the sword.
Yeah, no, it is. But
let me bring it up.
This is too old for me. This is
about
too
13 years ago, Sideshow did a piece called Conan the Prize.
I remember that with the girl over the shoulder.
The girl over the shoulder. Yeah.
So it's based off the comics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what it appears to be.
Do you think that could be a Frazetta maybe inspired Conan piece?
No, it's not Frazetta inspired.
No.
And the one Sideshow did was super popular. You can't find it anymore. I think it's like a fifth scale. It's not quarter scale. But this looks like kind of like what they're going to be doing. And if they do it well, I might be in on it.
That's
okay.
cool.
But they got to really do it well.
Yeah, I mean, This is PCS, so it is one piece that that I did really like their Conan when they did the movie portrait. I think it needed some work from certain angles, but this is going to be a different style. So I do want to see how this ends up coming out.
Yeah, and when you go back to those teasers, I'm not sure if those are two different statues or if it's a switch out.
Yeah, let's take a look. Let me bring this up here real quick.
Arnold, right? Alan Arnold?
No.
These are not Arnold, though.
No, it's not Arnold. No, it's comic inspired. Yeah.
If they did a quarter scale Arnold, I'd be in 100%.
Or maybe Boris Vallejo.
It is picking up somebody. I saw that, Alan. I just saw it there since you saw that picture earlier. That is 100% someone picking, like Conan picking up somebody.
And that looks like he's holding a head.
Yep, right there. And yeah, that one's a head for sure.
It almost looks like it's a switch out.
It is.
I see the butt right there. I know butts. Female butts. Female butts. No, I know.
Oh, okay. Thanks for clarifying.
Thank you.
So this could be like a super bonus version one, and then a regular version where he's just holding the head.
That's how they roll. It's got to be. I'd have him holding the head and the woman.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the sword though too.
Yeah.
I can't decide.
Would you like an Arnie portrait, Alan? If you
no, this is definitely a comic piece.
I'm just saying, like, would you like an extra, edition, deluxe, whatever, with the Arnie portrait?
I don't know. That might ruin it.
Okay.
Conan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is a great piece, man. I say that, but I'm looking at like a teaser. Alan, this is a switch out. This is what it is.
It appears that way. Again, I'm not sure of the scale. If this is third scale, it's going to be ginormous.
This looks third scale to me. I'm pretty sure it is. When's the last time they done 1/4? It's been a long time. So I think this is going to be 1/3. So yeah, I can't wait to see the portraits and what this looks like. PCS still knocking out statues left and right. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they do next and what this results in.
Yeah, this has me intrigued. It's kind of cool. Noah, what do you think of this kind of a piece?
Oh, it's cool, man. I love that concept. And yeah, this in third scale would be insane. I think it would be awesome. So yeah, man, I love it. I love what PCS has been doing lately. So I'm sure this is going to come out really good. So looks awesome, man.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of PCS, that Darth Vader helmet that tells the story, it's up at Sideshow now this week.
There we go. And
I saw that.
And a Darth Maul 1/3 Happy Realistic one, which I'm getting. And then also, real quick, sorry for me, but Daredevil should be shipping soon. So for me, 1/3. So live unboxing. Let's do it.
I'm thinking about that the Darth Vader helmet one that tells the story out of it tells a few different of the movies, the trilogy, or whatever. So I'm really thinking about that.
Only thing
what was that priced at?
$22.99 or $21.99, something.
Yeah, something like that. It's like at the 2K. It's at the 2K.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, that Carnage bust. I'm liking that Carnage bust the more every time I see it. I think it's awesome.
I saw some reviews, on that Carnage bust, and then I was like, so is the Darth Vader one going to be this big? So that kind of started my the gears turning.
I think, yeah.
So it's not super tall like some other
It shows that it's 22 inches tall, 19 deep, 17 wide.
So that's not very big.
22
high, 17 wide, 19
it's like a
deep.
1/4. It's basically a 1/4 statue. Like, honestly, if you think about it, like 1/4 character statue. I like that statue a lot. The only thing I think is missing is a kid Anakin, like a very Tatooine and Anakin. Because it should have told the whole story of Anakin.
It is his whole journey.
If they had like the movie poster, like where it's him and maybe a shadow,
exactly,
hanging off by one of the sides.
I do love the lighting features, though, man. It's cool. It's a cool statue.
Cool. I think it's like one of those. If you don't have like a big Star Wars display,
it could be one.
You could get that. You could get that.
That's it.
And that's it.
That's one
it
done.
tells the story. Like me, I don't want to dive, down that rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Because
And the thing
like, I
is,
mean, that's a deep rabbit
my
hole.
dumbass
Yeah, it is.
Matt is diving down that rabbit hole in 1/3 because he's doing.
But now I will
Palpatine.
tell you this: before that one was shown, before the PCS was shown, I pre-ordered the Sideshow 1/4 Vader. You know how they made it? They upscaled it, basically the same statue. You know, so I was like, okay, if you got one piece, this is the story of Vader. You know what I'm saying? Type thing. But then PCS showed that. I was like,
Yeah,
dang,
gotta get it.
You know, which I got Sideshow. I got some credit.
Would you,
Sideshow.
Matt? Real quick though, would you rather have just a straight up 1/3 like hyper realistic Vader, or that like the whole like bust, like a really
Just
good
because
hyper
it tells the
realistic?
story?
You know? Yeah,
I would probably say that if you saying I got to pick one, I would just say.
I know you like 1/3. I know you like 1/3. That's why.
I know I like. The
I know
1/3.
that's why I said it. That's why I said it.
I know I like the 1/3, man, and I like
Me
Vader.
too.
I mean,
Yeah,
like on our Disney little streaming service, we all pick in the family. Like mine's Vader. I mean, I'm Vader. I'm like, hey, that's probably why my kids all go to mom first. I'm like, because they know what the hell I'm gonna say. No, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, but. Yeah, it's tempting, especially because I've got like Sideshow credit, like $300. So it's like.
But do you like the Darth Maul, the hyper realistic one?
I like that one too.
Yeah, so like if they, that's what I'm saying. Like if they made that in Darth Vader, would you rather have that like in 1/3 or the bust? That's what.
Yeah,
that's what,
I would probably do. I'd do Vader in that 1/3 if they would do. Yeah.
I would just say maybe hold out at that point because I think he's gonna do it, and then we're gonna do it. So
yeah, but wait, how long you think we're gonna live, Marcos? We're not 22 like you.
I'm 28.
Waiting. Hold out to how long?
28. Okay. I got some age on me too.
Hold out. It could be 10 years from now.
My knees are like 55 years old. So
if you want it and you like it, get it now. Don't wait.
Here you're nice. Wait. 55.
Exactly. Freddie's got it. Yep.
There we go.
Don't wait.
Well,
enjoy it. You want to see it.
Freddie, this was shown today, and when I saw it, I immediately thought about you.
Uh-oh.
Back to the future.
It's already coming in my collection. I don't even.
Okay, but hey, we've got to see what Alan do though. You got to ask Alan. Alan, what would you do on this piece?
I don't know exactly. It's Blitzway, and exactly what is it?
Back to the Future 2.
Alan.
But Back to the Future. But what
vehicle? It says vehicle.
Vehicle.
1/6. Yeah.
It's going to be the DeLorean.
I didn't see it. I didn't see the vehicle.
Wait. I thought you were asking what was Back to the Future, Alan.
No. I didn't know if this was going to be a person or what it was, or an actor.
Yeah, I have the first vehicle, I have the second vehicle, and I have the third one coming. Well, and since I already got the second vehicle, and this is from Back to the Future 2, I'm still gonna get this.
Yeah, well, in your case, Freddie, this is going to be a day one for you.
I'm still gonna get it. Alan, Lane. I don't even know what differences is going to be between this and Hot Toys. That's the thing.
Well, it could be more detailed, possibly.
Yeah.
Maybe it's going to be a little bit bigger size-wise, possibly. Kind of like how jazzing stuff can be a little bit larger. But I'm just going to say if it's the Back to the Future 2 one, which wouldn't make a whole lot of sense, being it looks like it's supposed to be Back to the Future 1. It'll be cool. But, I mean, if you've already got it, I can't imagine why you would buy it again.
Because I'm a Back to the Future nut. And the thing is,
there's that.
Blitzway, which we know the same thing with statues, right? Blitzway, they're very good on detail. If you have any of their statues, and even the ones that they haven't even released yet, but you've seen, the prototypes, they're very detailed and they're very good. And one thing I can say about their vehicles, it hasn't been a huge they did the Ecto 1. They're very detailed and they don't hold nothing back. You saw I unboxed the Afterlife one, and they're incredibly detailed, and it's heavy, which makes me think too they may use some die cast, which Hot Toys they're plastic. So I don't know how much die cast they're gonna use on this. It's gonna be all die cast or
the whole
part
car as well, right?
I don't know, but I'm in for this, man. I'm in for this. I'm hyped.
Okay. I don't know where you're gonna put these boxes at, Freddie, but you're good.
Oh, and Battlecat, he actually has a DeLorean. He has a DeLorean too.
Yeah,
he has it. So I doubt he's gonna get it because I don't think he's as crazy as me. Because I have multiple displays and I have module case that can fit it. But yeah, there are vehicle collectors out there, and I think this will be good. I think that.
So Jojo had a question.
It'll sell.
Is this going to be a statue of the vehicle, or is it going to be a toy, Freddie? You play with
Whoa.
That's actually a pretty good question. That's a very good question.
It is a very good question.
And it says premium UMS. I don't even know what that is.
So
That's
Freddie, what is your not Back to the Future?
I will get it anyway.
No, I'm saying, what is your Ghostbusters vehicle? Is it a toy or is it a statue? You would say.
No, it's definitely a it's a toy.
Because it's Blitzway, correct?
Yeah, but I would say,
Exactly.
but I can't, because it's I don't want to. Toy is it's more. That's like saying McFarlane, right? It's not really a toy. I can't. That's too harsh, right?
It's a specially high grade item.
Interactive statue.
That's like calling your Arnold bust a figurine.
Yeah, no. That like Freddy's Ecto 1, that is a highly intricate specialty item. That is what it is.
Quick question: has Blitzway made 1/6 scale character versions?
Yes.
Too.
They did Ghostbusters years ago.
Well, yeah, but for Back to the Future, have they done it for Back to the Future?
I don't think so. I think only Hot Toys really has. Like they've done, some of the Doc and Marty from all three of the movies.
So I wonder if that's coming next.
Yeah, but yeah. So I mean, I would definitely, I'd say, that's more of, a model than it is a toy, right? Because they basically have the exact measurements. It's not really meant to be played with on that sense, right? But to answer your question,
okay,
it does. It's almost like when the wife calls our statues, junk or dolls or something like that. Like it's a bust. It's a bust. It's a giant doll. No, it's not.
1/6 dolls. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to see what they do. Look, I'm sure it's going to be amazing. So I'm looking forward to this and see what their announcement is, and just seeing the quality of this piece.
The replicas are really good. So
yeah, I think they're going to do a great job with it. Let me bring this up here real quick. Great. Blitzway.
I actually would like for them to do a statue because Iron Studios did the statues for all three vehicles in 110, right. And they actually look really good. But 110 is too small for me. So if they did it in a 1/6 scale, I'd be all over that.
Yeah, that'd be cool actually. Tweeterhead is already teasing a new statue, a new Darkseid. Looks like 1/4 scale. Looks pretty cool actually. When there was a one teaser of him from kind of from behind and showed his back, and now this picture here, the detail on the portrait looks really good. I'm looking forward to seeing what this piece comes out as, and then I think Jeff Delaney has the prototype. I think he may be reviewing this for everyone pretty soon, so I'm looking forward to the review of this piece and just seeing what it's all about. Anyone show any interest in this? Noah, what do you think about this? I don't know if you caught this week.
No, I haven't seen this yet, but okay. I'm not a huge Darkseid fan. I don't know. The main thing is there's just been a lot of statues of him coming out lately. Yep. There's been tons of them, customs and all sorts of ones. Yep. So this doesn't really excite me too much, but I'm curious to see the whole thing. But I know this will definitely be on a lot easier price point than a lot of the other ones that have come out lately.
Sure, exactly. Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Mr. Matt Barton?
Yeah, I'm kind of same as Noah. There's a lot of, statues out about him right now, and I prefer the movie, the Snyderverse version of him. So I'm kind of like meh,
All right. Yeah, Mr. Kramer, your thoughts on this one?
Is he frozen? I think he's frozen.
I think he's frozen.
Or he's muted.
Muted or frozen? One of the two.
Lane, you there?
Yeah.
Lane. Oh, I was saying, what's your thoughts on this one here, Mr. Kramer?
Oh, for the Darkseid from Tweeterhead? I'm wondering what's the scale of it supposed to be?
I'm assuming it's going to be 1/4.
I think it'll probably be really good.
Mhm.
However, I just having seen that Jay has one coming from Legendary Beast soon.
Yeah.
What now? This may actually fit on a shelf where instead of you need a table.
True.
So there's going to be different. I really like the promotional images that they're using for this.
Sure.
I think it's cool they're doing a Darkseid. I really kind of want to see what the inspiration from the whole thing, like what is are they going more for like the classic Kirby look, or are they going to go for one of the more modern takes or something with the outfit and everything? This could be a really good piece. I know Tweeterhead has had some not great PC because of something like that Superman bust and stuff recently, but I think this looks like. Oh, sorry, Ellen, were you about to say something? Oh, okay. I just think that it's a unique character they're doing, which is different than a lot of what we've seen, like with kind of more Batman characters recently, or from the mini bust that they're doing, the third scales. So I'm hoping this piece comes out really good and people like it, because you can never have enough Darkseid, because he is like maybe one of the top 6 to 8 comic villains ever created.
Yeah, and let me address the cipher real quick. I just know that Jay knows how long this is taking, but I know that he's working really hard to make sure that you get the best product and that these come out in a more timely manner. I know he's working on things, and I look forward to what he ends up coming up with. The man is always working. He's always trying to get these statues out to where they're the best, and he has not disappointed yet. So
what I will say about this too, Jimmy, to not trying to be a fanboy of Jay or anything. So the thing that he makes a mistake on is he shows things a lot earlier than they're on pre-order, if that makes sense. So it's in people's zeitgeist and their minds a lot earlier than they are on pre-order. So the Superman piece was, I think, on pre-order last year around February or March, and it's coming out now. So that's around a year time. It's not like a huge wait, but people in their minds, they've seen that Superman piece for years, if that makes sense. So people have to think about that with Jay and his pieces. Like, he does show things a lot earlier than they should be shown. And so people in their minds maybe think it's been super long, that since pre-order to in hand. But everybody in general needs to be quicker, I will say. But off the top of my head, I can't think of a piece that he is that's been super late, if that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe you guys can correct me on that. Correct me if you want to. So go ahead.
Okay, no problem. It's I think that it's a piece that it will come out as soon as he can possibly get these pieces out. And I think that when it does launch, it's going to be fantastic, just like everything else that he does. So I look forward to that, what he does. So be patient. I'm sure Jay will have updates for everyone very soon. So I look forward to that. Great piece from Tweeterhead. I look forward to seeing what this looks like when it's ready. And I wasn't expecting this. Was anybody else? Did anybody see this coming? Because I didn't.
I didn't. It would be nice if they gave you the unibeams for his eyes. Yeah, that's some kind of attachment. I know Jay's giving it to you.
Yeah, I mean, I know that everybody's right here. Everybody said it best, is that this character has been done quite a bit lately. It has been done like quite a bit. So.
There's a custom piece that looks a lot better than this too. So
custom piece, that comic custom one, is ridiculous. Like, it's ridiculous.
Did the Omega beams that Jay's using? Did he say? So I remember he said that he was working on trying to do. I don't know if Carl's still in the chat, but I think he was trying to work on as far as the pieces, how many pieces, and how it's gonna. I think we were asking how is it as far as breakage and stuff like that, because it looks very complex on Jay's piece.
Yeah, so. I'm not sure what he's gonna end up doing with it, because I know it's still in prototype. So we'll wait to see what he comes up with. I'm sure it'll be fantastic. But let's move on from this one here. Great piece from Tweeterhead. I look forward to seeing what.
And that may have a switch out. They haven't shown us that may have Omega Beams, like a head sculpt too, possibly. But they just haven't shown.
This was shown today by let's see here, by Queen. And all I gotta say is this. I need this guy's table that he's using, this desk he has. Because it was made for me. Let me bring this up here real quick.
That's cool.
Wow, for a third scale statue, that's not a huge box.
No, it's not. But is it just me, or this piece is long overdue? It's been a while since it was announced.
Is this Weta or Queen?
This is Queen Studios.
Okay.
That's Superman 1/3. And
my gosh, it's a big old peg.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, man, that bus stand is huge.
Jeez. Yeah.
And this guy's price when he went up, because I think he was a little bit older from when he was shown, was not bad for a third scale of even with the rooted hair version of it. I think it was like $12.99 or something like that.
Does it bother anybody that it says Queen Studios on the base? Or is it just me?
Where does it say
I
it?
know what you mean. Yeah, it shouldn't really be there.
It says it on the portrait stand.
Yeah, it's not necessary. That's fine, but
It's whatever.
If it's just a stand for an extra portrait,
exactly.
whatever.
At least it doesn't say Warner Bros. Like fucking that Harry Potter.
It could be worse. You're right, Marcos. It could be worse.
Yeah, it doesn't say that Warner Bros. Or like that DC. I hate that. Like at least it's like Justice League or whatever it was. So a Queen. I don't know. This piece is.
Would you prefer if it said? Would you prefer if it said Zack Snyder on it, Marcos?
Yes, I would love Zack Snyder. That's what I would want.
Man, look at this! Look at this table this guy has.
It's crazy.
That table's awesome.
I'm gonna need one.
That's a crazy rich Asian table right there.
Yeah.
I mean, is it something that we should all know? Well, that's Iron Man, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Iron Man.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It's Iron Man schematics on there.
I will say this though, this portrait on the Superman is one of the better ones that's been shown.
yeah,
Because
for sure.
for some reason people cannot get that Cavill right at all. I don't know what it is, they can't get it right. So
I'm sorry. Do you think it's better than the one that was just shown by Prime One?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I don't think the Prime one's that good. I definitely don't think the Queen's the J&D one's good either. The Queen Studios bus isn't that good either. I don't know what it is with Cavill. People cannot get his portrait right. This is the better one. I don't like the statue though, with his pose.
Yeah.
But the portrait I would say is one of the closest to Cavill. I would say.
Wow. Okay.
I hate the suit though. I hate black suit Superman. It's just annoying at this point.
Is this sculpted here?
Yeah, I think it is right. I think it is sculpted. I think everything's sculpted.
Yeah, because they're okay. So it's not the deluxe which had the rooted hair, because the
it could be. It could be. I could be wrong.
Well, no, they released two different versions.
Yeah, I think Jimmy. What other piece did you say this compared to?
I think the Blitzway one is like superior. Yeah, the one that just up for order.
Oh, you're talking about the brand new one from Prime One.
Yeah,
right? That's not Blitzway. That's the like the
Prime
One. It's the what that line? I always forget the name. The
elite. Is it the elite?
Elite Master
line? Yeah. I know Matt's got it. I don't know. For some reason, these statue companies cannot get Cavill right. For some reason, I don't know what it is.
He has a tough likeness to capture. So
it's a weird likeness. Yeah, like I don't know. It's weird. He's a weird likeness.
It's like Mark Hamill. Nobody can get it right.
Yeah. I was thinking of.
Thank God he's an ugly human being.
This was shown this week too by Sideshow, and I was very impressed. I thought it looked great.
It's a good one.
This is the new Loki 1/4 on Throne from Sideshow, and you know what? I think it looks great. There's a problem though when it goes back to Constantine. Is there's a fan art one that blows everything out of the water. Loki on Throne, but this is a very nice one, and I really like it. Noah, what do you think, man? This was just revealed this week.
It's cool, man. I like it. Didn't it might have been like right before they were started to have issues. Didn't XM have a Loki, like a comic Loki they showed kind of out of nowhere that was really similar to this, where he was like sitting on?
Yeah.
So kind of an odd choice. This one has just a little bit more flair to it, but it looks good, man. I mean, the suit looks good. The texturing on the chest area looks really good, and yeah, I love the curly horns and everything, man. It's cool.
Yeah,
I love that snake throne. Yeah,
looks great. Looks great. Mr. Kiefer, did you like this piece?
I don't do comic characters.
Yeah.
There's something about this piece that really annoys me. I'll discuss it backstage. But it's a nice piece for anybody that wants a Loki statue. I think they need to correct something on this, but other than that, I really like it. Nice colors.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, what don't you really like about it?
It's a backstage issue.
Okay, all right, no problem. Matt Martin, did you like this piece? They just announced it.
I'm not a big Loki fan, but it is. I do like the the throne chair that he's in. Thing like that. I think if you're a Loki person, this might be you. Comic version, of course.
Yeah. I still like it. I don't know what it is about throne pieces that I just love. It's funny because I don't have any, but I just really love them. I really think that they're.
One day you'll get one day.
Yeah, I know one day I'll get one. Freddie, did you like this one?
I like it. I'm trying to figure out though how he got that hammer right there, because I know he can't pick it up.
Man, he can't do shit with that. I mean,
that's all I gotta say about this.
He did not beat Thor. Let's be honest here.
But you know what would be cool. I hate to interrupt you guys, but what if there was a jar there with frog Thor in it?
It's not bad.
Yeah. That I like.
Yeah, I like that a lot too, because he tricked Thor to be to win that battle. If that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I think it's cool. I don't know what it is. I just really like it.
Yeah, me too.
I can't get past this tunic. I'm sorry.
Okay, no, that's why art is subjective to. It's not for everyone. All
right, I know what you're gonna say, Alan. Backstage.
Good. I'm glad I'm not the
Just say it out loud, Brian. Say it out loud.
No, I just thought.
Brian, every time I see it, I can't unsee it.
Yep, I'm with you.
All right. Well,
I think I know what you're talking about.
Is it because he's white? Okay.
Yeah, I just got it.
What is it, guys? I don't know what it is.
That's all right.
Just go back to the last thing Alan said, and you'll get it. But yeah.
Okay, so Mr. Kramer, did you like this piece?
Overall, I do like how it looks. I actually really like the facial expression on it. I think it fits perfectly for Loki. Totally not interested in the least little bit though. Just the scale and everything. I just grown. I don't know. Something about it just isn't working for me. But I also, most of my statues I normally more aim for like Batman universe or something. But if you're looking for a comic Loki, I would say this is perfect. I mean, if I was going to get a Loki, I would probably get the Hiddleston 1/4 scale from the Queen put out. Try and track that down or something instead, because that's kind of more the Loki that I like from the last probably 10 years or so. But if you're looking for a comic one, is there a type of Thor that you could put this like neck with? I'm trying to even think off the top of my head because it's been a while since they did any kind of Thor. I guess maybe the Lady Thor, if it actually comes out from XM. It's supposed to be getting released. Like maybe that one. Similar scale could maybe go together, but I can't like by itself. I'm kind of just like, if it was just going to be a solo piece or something.
Yeah, I mean, I think that when I've been waiting for them to show this. Like I have been ever since they did the teaser. And when you set it next to the other one that I'm very familiar with, this one looks more modernized. The other one looks more comic base. But the other one sells for like $5,000 for a 1/4 scale statue. And then another company made some proximity pieces for it that sell for an ungodly amount of money too. So the fan art piece probably goes for $6+ grand right now, I think. And oh well, man, anybody can ask what they want, but that piece sells for that. That's how many collectors look at it, and it did very well for whoever commissioned it. And the proximity pieces were unbelievable. Like they actually gave the statue, if you use the portraits it came with, it looked comic. If you use a switch out, it looked like a more modernized comic, and it had mixed media built into it. It just was incredible. They did such a great job with that. But hey, great piece by Sideshow. I look forward to seeing how this piece does, and then the full reveal of it. If I had to guess a price,
if it's Constantine price,
$750.
If that makes sense. And if it's Constantine price, don't buy it. If it's $850, $800, not a bad
yeah.
price.
It's
Yeah,
750. I mean, 750, 800. I mean, yeah, look at the back of that chair. It's cool.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on here.
Snake, yeah, everything, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll take a look. I mean, we'll see what Prime One Sideshow ends up doing with this piece and see how it actually comes out and what they end up doing. But let me bring this up from nice guy here. Yeah, he was pretty proud of this. He showed it. He probably has one of the best Spider-Man collections there is. This is the XM Venom piece, and this piece is crazy big. If you don't know,
I was gonna say it looks like a big boy.
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge.
It's third scale size. Honestly,
That's exactly Marcos. It's just that big.
It's just you can match this up with other like third scales, 100%.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a huge piece. It's like 30 inches tall, 34 inches tall, something like that. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, great piece from XM. I wish them well. I'm just not sure what they're doing these days, but I do wish them well.
Yeah.
What a great piece. Oh, right here, look how tall this is.
33. I knew it was 34 in that range.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, this is big, man.
It's huge, man. It's huge.
This
and
is
it's
big.
a great piece too. The switch outs and everything on it. Awesome.
It's fantastic.
Is this just now shipping?
No, it's been shipping for about a year now, honestly.
Oh, has it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a nice one. Yeah,
this piece, it shows like how quality XM can be, though. You know, like they are a very quality company. Just like, you know, they have their issues right now. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
they have their issues, but like their pieces, like I always say, my XM Deadpool is one of my favorite pieces of all time.
Yeah,
you know, such a quality piece.
I do like this piece, and I think when I think of Nice Guy, I think of all the amazing Spider-Man pieces he's got, and I think this fits very well with the Spider-Man 1/4 scales collection he has. But just awesome. Oh, look, he's had it for months. He just opened it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he was moving and getting things together and getting married and everything else. You know, yeah, great piece, man. Congratulations. I've always liked it. It's great to see it in collectors' hands. I sure hope that Iron Man comes out in Gantry because that's one that I still do want.
Nice guy. Beautiful piece. I love the base on that. Love the base.
Congratulations. Can't show that on stream, but we'll talk about that backstage. Let me see here real quick. This was shown. Fan Art Collector posted this, and I thought it was pretty awesome.
Ooh, wings.
This is cool, man. This is the Rings of Redemption spawn, and I thought it just looked spectacular.
This is a statue.
Yep. This is a statue, yeah. Wow, look at that.
Damn.
based off one of the old Spawn covers. I think.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh,
That's freaking cool, man.
That's
Wow.
a big piece.
That's an Alan Kiefer piece right there.
Whoa.
I agree.
Whoa.
I agree.
No, now hold up, guys. There's no boobs and booties.
Is this a licensed or unlicensed?
This is just a render that someone posted, so I'm sure that somebody will commission this eventually, or if not already.
No, that's pretty awesome.
Man, I mean, you can. Oh, look at here. You kind of get a good idea. And Alan, when they have renders like this to where they're doing in 3D, what that tells me is that get ready. This is coming to someone's. This is going to be commissioned by somebody. So
yeah, probably.
That's awesome, man. Wow.
And those wings.
The wings and just the paint application where it looks just rugged and dirty, just grungy.
Yeah. This is so great. Well, what a great piece from whoever is doing this and whoever ends up picking this one up. Congratulations, because it's going to be a great piece. But hey, he's not a fan. Not a fan. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Art's subjective, so not everybody loves everything. Hopefully
it has Todd McFarlane's input too. Because being an Arizona guy, look, man, there's Todd McFarlane. He was like a local hero here for us nerds.
He was where was he at recently? Wasn't Matt Martin just met him recently?
Yeah, MegaCon, right?
The first time.
Yeah.
And he was like,
nice.
At MegaCon, and he's had all these people in line, which you had to have like a randomized ticket, type thing like that. But he, as soon as he got there, he came through and shook everybody's hand, and he was just the coolest. You know what I'm saying? Well,
Yeah.
So he was like on my bucket list to meet, and he was like, it led up, met my expectations. Put it that way.
That's
He
awesome.
used to have a couple of stores here in Arizona. I used to live right down the street from one of them, which was almost like a little museum too, where he had his personal collection. He also had like the 12-inch version of a lot of the figures that came out back in the day. And he was also he was the guy that really kind of started doing that, with making action figures more realistic. And he was a big part of my history in collecting.
I saw those pictures, Matt, that you guys posted, man, but it was so cool to see you so happy getting all those signatures and get on those cows. That was cool. Cool.
He was cool. Yeah, I remember watching even when I was like a lot younger, watching a documentary when he started up McFarlane Toys. He was like, all these like Hasbro and all that wanted to make them look cartoony, and he was like, no, I don't want Spawn to be cartoony. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, that's the only reason he started McFarlane Toys, is he wanted to have, his creative control over, what he thought of, you know what I'm saying, type thing like that, his IPs.
One of my first jobs was at Toys R Us when I was, a teenager, and it was around the time that he started doing all that stuff with Spawn, and I can't remember the other characters too, but there was a lot of Spawn stuff, and then he started getting into like Danger Girl figures, and then he's got into the movie Maniacs area.
Yeah, I remember
doing collaborations with Clive Barker and everything. Yeah. I mean, there still are. I mean, I have a brand new one right here. I mean,
That's cool.
Yeah, I was able to pick. I mean, Days of Confused. It's so awesome. But I mean, I still get them because they're just. I guess it's such nostalgic for me.
Yeah, no, those are cool, man. There's a bunch of figures. Like I have his. I still have in a box that there was a special figure you can mail in for, and it had like it had Spawn hanging, and it was with a shredded cape, and he was like hung from this weird thing, and I bought it. And I still have it somewhere in a box somewhere. So
I still have a lot of his figures. I have an 18-inch Edward Scissorhands back there that, as far as I'm concerned, it still holds up with anything Sideshow does. It's so good.
Cool.
Yep.
That's cool. Well, guys, I did want to thank the 98 subscribers we had this week, or is it 92? 92 subscribers. No, 98 subscribers we had this week. I'll be working on a lot of new content coming up for the future, and I look forward to that. We will have our Sunday hangout as well, but the following Friday, we have the Alita unboxing from Freddie.
Oh,
that is going to be a great one. That's going to be a great one. And we still have some surprises that I have not revealed quite yet. Stay tuned for some special guests that are still coming. We're delayed just a bit, but they will be joining us very shortly. And I will see you in the chat and also on Godlike Statues. So until then, stay Godlike, and I'll see you then. Bye.
Hey,
Bye,
thank you,
everyone.
everybody. Take care.